Good morning. This is try number 3 to record this podcast. I am back in Atlanta. I am literally just sitting here. Third time I'm trying to record this. So if I go about it, go and watch the first try of the live. If you want to watch the whole thing, the first try of the live is going to be the best one. I'm just not going to screen capture that one because it's kind of going to suck. But here's the cues. We're in the Bollinger Bands. You can see right here, the Bollinger Bands are expanding up. They're getting higher. So we're trading at the top of it. There is no reason to be out of this market. This is your bull run. This is it. We have confirmation. It's a Friday. We'll just kind of go over everything right now. I will include a douche of the day. It's Blackstone for just a douche chill moment on my Twitter. You can watch this video. It's crazy, crazy bad. It's just bad. I mean, honest to God, it's just bad. Watch this video if you want. It's going to be in the newsletter. If you want to follow the newsletter, you can go to the link tree that's down below. It's the 4th link down here. But this one, it will absolutely give you chills. Another one, I found it while I was traveling yesterday. I found a great podcast. This podcast, All the Hacks, with Chris and Anchor. The first probably 15 to 20 minutes applies to absolutely everybody who trades stocks with capital gains. They go over what it is how to optimize your capital gains with taxes. They go over some strategies that are really, really good. I like this podcast. I think you should listen to it. I will link it in the newsletter. The next one is, if you think it's too late to get into this market, we talk about RSI all the time. You can see down here at the bottom, I say the RSI is ticking up. RSI is Relative Strength Index, and it measures the buyers versus sellers. If you're up near the 70 to 80 mark, that's typically an oversold market. If you're close to the 30 to 20 market, that's an 70 to 80 is overbought. 20 to 30 is oversold, which means buyers will show up when it's low. Sellers will show up and they'll start selling for profits when it's high. RSI is what you want to look at. And the Steven Straza, at 44% of the S&P stocks are overbought. They are near the the 70 to 80 mark. Is it the highest on record? No. The only other readings above 40% were June of 2003 and June of 2020. What happened with the markets afterwards? So RSI, even though these are overbought and the market is stretched, it doesn't mean that's the end of the bull run. We've talked about it before, how RSI can stay high and the market can still go higher. Doesn't mean that you won't have one of these pullbacks. Look at this. Back here, this is the 2007-2008 housing crisis where it pulled back. Up here, this is 2022 where we pulled back. So this is just the S&P. Understand that overbought on these indexes is not the end of the world. You can continue on in this market. One thing that this is the Steven Straza one again. Let me look up this link. 7 stocks to watch. Costco, Palantir, AMD. I will put this article in the newsletter if you want to watch it. 7 stocks to watch Friday. Costco, Palantir, the chips, AMD, Micron, Intel, and more. Micron was named a top chip. I will put all of those news articles in the newsletter for you to read. Some people have been asking me, is it too late to get into Apple? And TRENDSPIDER had a great chart here. Since Apple IPO'd in 1980, the stock has seen year-to-date gains 50% or more just 6 times. So what's that? 53 years, 6 times, less than 10, just over 10%. The following year, Apple was green 5 of the 6 times with an average return of 76.17. This is a strategy that's in TRENDSPIDER. You can get it if you sign up for TRENDSPIDER. This is a solid yearly chart. Look at that. I mean, just because you had a solid year of 50% or more, is that a reason to get out of Apple? No. Again, the following year was higher, 5 out of 6 times, and with an average gain of 76%. There's no reason to get out of Apple. Right now, Apple's still got the strength. Costco, declared a $15 dividend. Christian and others were on the YouTube live telling me, God, we should have bought this at $4.95. It's at $6.54. Here's my strategy for you. It's high. It's at an all-time high. You got a 1.85% just a period move already. And you can see the volume down here. The volume's pretty legendary that it's just being traded right now. It's because here on December 27th, this is the ex-dividend date. I will include an article in the newsletter about the ex-dividend date. All you have to do is click on it, set a reminder. But if you want to dollar cost average your way in to this $15 dividend, I think you can. I mean, it's just seen this great move all the way from the end of October. So Costco is one. Their earnings were solid. It's just one that you want to take a look at. Carvana. Carvana is up 843% year to date. Why was it up so much yesterday? November auto dealer sellers were up. Carvana was up 12% yesterday. Understand, this is 843% up from where Jim Cramer said it was absolute junk and you shouldn't go into it. Now, to cover the Jim Cramer shade tree, it was going bankrupt. It's still going bankrupt. If we go to FinViz and we look, I'm going to pull up Carvana here. CVNA is the symbol. You can see they're not making money. They're losing $242 million. Their average target price is 35. This is trading at 51. Up here at 54, you got multiple double tops. So it is up again, 980% year to date. This one, it's going nuts. I mean, it's up 1% again today. Understand, JP Morgan, December 4th, upgraded them, but they still only gave them a $40 price target. It's extended. Do not short this one either. It's got a 34% short interest. The possibility of a short squeeze is real. This one could continue to go up. It's just not making money. It's not worth your gambling. There are plenty of other places to put your money in this market than Carvana. I think that, you've got the grade 8. You've got an opportunity to get into any number of stocks. Remember, the RSI isn't too high. There's chip upgrades. Micron, MU, was named the top pick. And I said, MU on the live. I mean, it's gone through it. You got to have a buy-in here at 78. It's at 82. If you're looking for long-term, it hasn't reached its all-time highs. But understand this is a chip maker that's not making money yet. If we go over here to FinViz and we look, MU, they are losing $5.8 billion. Their forward PE is 14 for a chip. This isn't expensive, and that's probably why they think that Micron can go. But if you want to read that story, I'll link to it in the newsletter. I did just buy Palantir. Palantir got a cross-up a couple of days ago, maybe yesterday. I bought it at $18.60. They got a new Army contract. It's now at $19. I'll probably dollar cost my way average. If we hit 20 today, I might get out today. But 20 is the top on this one. You don't want to go in, sit here and hold this one all the way down. You want to dollar cost your way average down. I just thought that this 1796, it was too good. I didn't buy it yesterday. I think I got it at like $18.50. I did put it into Savvy Trader. Another one that I'm looking at maybe trying to get out of if it hits 300 today is SMCI. We talked about this one. I added down at 263, I think, again. So I have some buys at 270, 260, somewhere in that neighborhood. If we hit 300 again and it rejects, I will probably just add more. It just adds to my conviction that this is a $300 stock that looks to go up to 340. This isn't something that where it's a stretched valuation. The PE is 27. The forward PE is 15. This is the only problem with this is it's up 262% year to date. So people are taking profits. The target price, the average target price is 385. So SMCI, I'm in it. I think you should get into it. B. Malik asked about BizD. BizD, and I've already looked at this one because I did the podcast already, really. So I'm re-recording this. Solid move here. If we go over to FinViz and we look at BizD, you'll see there's not a lot of information. And the reason is, let's go to Seeking Alpha. It's a holding company. This is kind of like a REIT. It's an ETF, and it's an income ETF. This is if you need money. So understand that their 10% dividend 10% dividend yield is it's investing in dividends. So you go and look at their holdings, if you want to see it, Malik, Ares Capital. These are REITs. They're giving you basically REITs that put off a dividend of 10%. It's for income. If you want to chart it against the S&P, go over to Seeking Alpha and you can do it. Look, over 1 year, you're actually not performing as well as the market. But if you go over here and do actual performance and you do total price return instead of just price return, and you look at 1 year, you can see you're out beating the market. So it's just about what you want. I don't think long term, if we go out to 3 year, you're up 58% in BISD. S&P is up 29. 5 year, when you get out to the 5 and 10 year, that's when you're kind of looking at, you're not outperforming it. You can see it just trades along. But over a long term, I would say if you need money, from a cash yielding something, it's probably one to buy. Wouldn't be my thing. Lucas asked me if Gary the Legend made his own ETF with 10 stocks, what would it be and how would it be weighted? Ticker symbol LOG, Legend of Gary. I said on the previous live, I think my girlfriend's going to be jealous of Lucas at some point. He talks about me so much. Honest to God, Lucas, it would be the stocks from the core portfolio. And I'd probably throw in some ETFs like QQQ, VOO. I may throw some ARC funds in there for some growth because I'm a little bit riskier than most. But the grade 8, I mean, how can you turn down Apple? My Apple would be my number one weighted stock. Honest to God. You've listened long enough to know Apple would be my number one stock. I have a super long list of stocks that showed solid fundamental. Look at MACD's crossing up on Disney, 94.05. We've got Palantir from yesterday. Palantir is crossing up at 17. You're at 19 right now. Shopify crossed again, showing a pretty good upward movement again. You've got confirmation. This is just in the run from 57. So Shopify shows us a solid move. Tesla has a cross up here at 250, 251.14. Tesla has that cross up. Target is one. This isn't in the core portfolio. This is one that I still own. This has just been a great run for Target. I held on to it. I was looking to get out, but I wanted to hold on for these earnings. If you got out at 110 or so and you took the loss, you're at 141. I kind of agree. This may be the best looking chart for a rebound in the new year. Your 50-day is starting to turn positive. In the weekly, you had that death cross. That was back in February 2023, so February of this year. Is 1 year enough to turn that 50-day positive? And perhaps this year we get a golden cross on a move to 190 or 200 on this. Remember, this was almost a $300 stock back in November 2021. Snowflake. I am in Snowflake. I took it out of the core portfolio. It has since outperformed. It is up over 200. I am probably looking to take profits. Down at 140, I was saying, hey, you should buy this one even if you hold it long term. Square. I have a large position in Square. I am significantly down on Square. This move has just been legendary. Just since the end of November, you can see it is way, way up. That move right there represents 35 days of 51%. If you didn't get out and you just held on, you're at 58 days at 75%. And it still got confirmation. We can look at Energy Transfer. Energy Transfer got a cross up here at 1379. You're trading at 1364. This is a company that has a tremendous amount of insider buying. The insiders are buying on this one at the 1370 mark. Look at that. I mean, they're just buying. There's no sales. This goes back to February of this year where they were trading at $12.39. Now, the big one on this one, remember, it's an energy company. It puts off 9% dividend yield. And they've been solid about that 9%. So that's one that goes up. With Tesla going up, we actually have a 1.5 bull market in Tesla that actually got a cross up at 1477. It's at 1492. You're looking at a solid positive 200 solid positive 50-day that could cross up on the 200-day. So is there something that I don't know about Tesla? I don't know. Datadog, DDOG. This is a database company. Solid move. 82. They had their earnings. They gapped up. It's still moving. It's at 122. This has been crazy. Remember I told you RSI, it can sit there and the stock can still go up. See that? RSI was at, let's see, 70. It was at 39 right before earnings, jumped to 76 on that candle. So it was immediately oversold. It stayed all the way to 72, but the stock went from 98 up to 120. So again, Datadog got a huge one, one that I didn't believe in, but if you believed in it because you diabetic and you love it, I know some people have this device. Dexcom, my dad has this company. This has been a solid move from the 80s all the way up to 122. It got back to where I said, hey, at 120, you want to sell this one. Remember, 120 was where I said, if we just point this, do 120, let's see, 120 is this line right here. Look at how good that line is. If you just buy it under here and it went over and sell it before it gets down to 120, bought it again, sell it when it gets over 120, buy it when it gets back to the 200-day, and then you sell it when it gets back up to 200, and then you buy it again and you sell it when it gets back to 120. The 200-day is your guide. You are over the 200-day, you're at 120. I wouldn't buy this one right now, but God, they're doing so well. Coinbase. And again, I'm just going over a couple of these. Coinbase has another buy on this one. This is, you're still in the 4 hour from way back when. Let's see. This is still going through the weekly. Looks like TrendSpider's hung up a little bit. There we go. Coinbase, you're still in this one from the end of November at 77. You've 100% your money right now in Coinbase. ARKW. We had a cross up of most of the ARKs, ARKW, ARKK, and ARKF. This one, ARKW, is my favorite of the bunch. 51 was the buy-in at the end of November. If we just look, if you bought this one at the beginning of November, you're 42% in a month. I mean, that's a great one. ARKF, this one, financials. We went over DPST yesterday. This financial one from 17, you're up 48% again. You know, I wouldn't hold the ARKFs because, they're expensive. It's a 0.5 thing. Enphase, CCL, Mara, Tanger, Lemonade, Fiverr, Fubo, UPS, IONQ, PFF, Moderna, eBay, Dollar Tree. There's a ton of them. Go over to my link tree right here, linktr.ee/daily stock pick. You can see the link down below. Go over to my link tree. The fourth thing right here is the newsletter. It's absolutely free. I post every stock that I find that's bullish, and I post articles, everything that you want on a daily basis, completely free, shows up in your inbox. If you want a paid one, the weekend one, it's more educational. It's more what I'm personally doing. If you want to follow me, it's $80 a year. I started cleaning this up yesterday. I'm going to move it up to $100 a year in the next couple of weeks. But if you get in at 80, then you hold on for $80 per year. If you want to go over to the link tree, the best thing for you to do, again, if you tip me, it's the year of giving, the season of giving, and you can tip me on Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App down there. I would rather have you sign up for TrendSpider, get my algorithm, get my watch list, get my scanner, everything like that. So if you want any of that, but again, go to Linktree, look at all this stuff. Seeking Alpha, great website. You get $50 off. Most of Seeking Alpha is free. I have the premium version. I love the premium version. I love importing my core portfolio into there. You can see the $50 coupon. I got the core portfolio in here. You get a portfolio score, a health data. It will guide you. It will tell you. You can set up price alerts. You get tons and tons of research. I love this website. Love it. Over at the Linktree too, you can find anything that you want on this Linktree. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to go. I will talk to you on Monday. Okay, take care. Bye.
I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. here.